Hello, and welcome to another episode of No Small Roles, a D&D podcast where there are no small roles, but a handful of living forearms grabbing at our artificer. I'm David Knight, your Dungeon Master, and put your hands together for these dab hands. Say hi, everyone.
Hey. Do we just applaud ourselves?
Guys.
Very nice. We miss applause so much.
I've just realised I haven't got my dice out. This is a disaster.
Oh, Ben.
They're not charged.
Shall we get to the matter at hand?
Oh, shots fired.
Delicious.
Shots fired.
Let's cue the theme tune.
Prepare your party of players and polyhedral dice. Your tragic backstory better be worth the sacrifice. Seize your sheets and D20. Let's play D&D. Your haggard character swaggers with daggers in each hand. You've all discussed what you must, but even better laid plans. Take a turn when checks are missed.
Roll initiative. Brandish your blades. Don't fail your saves. No risk too great, no choice to roll. This is your story. No guts, no glory. Confront your fate with every roll. Every
rises inside, one who will pay the price. Their chance of success will rest upon the dice. No risk too great, no choice too bold. This is No Small Roles.
So, after the departure of the possibly draconic Dwayne Fabulosa and a water burial for Bessie, you paid Hallie for the lost cargo and made your way through Drostad under cover of darkness. Myra's cousin, Ferrocene, was found just out of town in a messy cottage, and you were invited in as thanks for accompanying the younger Wingthrup. Juna was put to task with cooking, whilst Enkidu took it upon himself to clean, and Gaius used the safe opportunity to pour a glass of whiskey. On hearing Myra's fears about her parents, Ferrocene tried to calm her worries, but admitted it was strange, and explained that as an apprentice in the Wingthrup Convalescent Institute, she had noticed that the usual prosthetics they offered were weirdly no longer powered by elementals. She admits to having borrowed some prosthetics for some further study of her own, and was getting nowhere with them, so accepted Orin's offer for help. With Gwendolyn, Aggie and Ruana in tow, Ferrocene led Orin out to her workshop, passing an intimidating statue of a warrior in the courtyard. Being presented with a box of prosthetic hands and forearms, Orin set to work analysing them. And as Ferrocene explained to Gwendolyn that the statue was the first puzzle in her first test to be accepted fully into the Wingthrup family, Orin began to pry open one of the hands. This caused them all to activate, and as he went to continue, they each leapt out of the box to grab him. Roll initiative.
Oh my
Me too.
Yep, Gwendolyn, Ferrocene, I suppose Vicky, if you want to roll one for Ruana.
She's a goose, isn't she?
She is currently a goose.
Most fearsome goose.
Orin, what did you get?
21.
Oh, nice. Gwendolyn, what did you get?
9.
No, she's down there. And Ruana, what did Ruana get?
What do I add to initiative? It's dexterity, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Goose is waddles, so maybe not so dexterous.
I'm just imagining the goose from Aristocats.
Yeah.
Ha ha! Unnatural 20.
Nice. Ruana. And does Aggie come?
She just acts straight
Directly
after my
after your
turn.
turn.
Yeah.
In which case, Orin, as these hands have leapt out at you, can you first make, before initiative starts, 4 strength checks, please?
4?
Just to see how each of them grapples against you.
Okay. 4 strength saving throws or just strength checks? What is this?
So this is a grapple check, which is a contested strength check.
This is hands down the best start to a fight.
So not one of them rolled over a 12. Ben.
Oh, okay. Well, the first two on getting nowhere near because I rolled an 18 and then a natural 20. But the second two, I rolled a 10. The third and fourth, I should say, I rolled a 10.
In which case, only one of them manages to actually grab hold of you. The rest of them are like scrabbling about, like peeping all over. Yeah, but one has latched on to your thigh. It's your turn. What are you doing?
So it's latched on. Does it look like I might be able to try and pull it off, or?
You can, yeah, absolutely try. It's not stopping your movement. It's just grabbed onto your leg.
And the other three are nearby where I am, but just sort of scrabbling uselessly.
Exactly. They're all within 5 feet of you. Like, again, seemingly trying to stop you from investigating this one.
And is the one that I'm investigating the one that's grabbed onto me, or is it another one?
A different one.
I'm going to back up away from the other ones, I think, for the moment, to try and just only have to be dealing with one.
I mean, that will incur opportunity attacks against
Oh, my goodness.
or against you, rather.
Oh, yikes. Oh, no, maybe I don't want to do that then. Okay, let's just try and get this one off me. I'm going to try and reach down with my electrical gloves of shocking grasp and hold onto the one holding onto my thigh at the moment and try and zap it, if I may.
Amazing, yeah.
So that's an 18 to zap.
That hits, yes.
Awesome. Okay.
But especially with, like, yeah, just the hand grabbing on your leg, the forearm is sticking directly out, so it's quite easy just to, like, grab a hold.
Nice. Okay, so... Oh my goodness. Terrible rolls, gang. That's 10 points of lightning damage as I grab onto this one holding my thigh.
Nice. It's a bit of an odd experience for you because as you sort of send bolts of electricity into it, like the fingers twitch, almost like they're suddenly massaging your thigh. But then they do sort of suddenly release and the entire thing drops to the floor, inert. At doing that, however, Ferricine's like, "No, don't break them. I gotta send them back."
Sorry. He was trying to break me, in my defense.
Are you doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Cool. In which case, what's Aggie doing?
She's just gonna... Is she near any of them at the moment?
Where was she? I think had she backed up with Gwendolyn.
I assume she'd probably, depending on where Ruana had gone, she's probably accompanying Ruana.
Yeah, I kind of imagine, because Ferricine and Gwendolyn had backed up to avoid any possible explosion. I imagine that, yeah, Ruana and Aggie are probably in that little group. So yeah, probably about 15 feet away.
Okay, because Gwen had been given goggles, so I assume that both the geese have been given goggles as well by...
Goose goggles.
That's adorable.
I really want someone to draw the two geese with goggles in the workshop.
I really want that. So she's just going to take the dodge action in case anything comes near her. And honk angrily at them.
Absolutely. It is Ruana's turn.
How far away is the workshop from the kitchen, please? My real question is it under 100 feet?
It's probably, about 100 feet, I would say. Like, even though it's in a separate building, like, they're not too far from each other.
Cool. In which case, if Ruana is allowed to do it this way round, she is going to show Juna what she can see? Or does that only work the other way round? Because I know Juna can do it to her.
Juna, make a charisma check.
Okay.
I think is how we'll do that.
15?
15. Okay, so yeah, we'll say that essentially Ruana's like trying to make that connection, and Juna just feels the tickle in the back of her head.
That Ruana is trying to make a
Ruana
connection.
is trying to like contact you or like activate that link.
Cool. Okay, that's all Ruana's gonna do. She's gonna stay where she is.
Just like try and basically ask Juna to like look through her eyes. Amazing.
Yeah, but then I think what Juna will then in turn do is be like, something is up with Ruana. Maybe we should go and check on them?
Yeah, sure, okay, yeah.
Sure. Oh, sorry, yeah, she says that to Enkidu and to Guy, who sort of sat around in the kitchen. Yeah.
Right, fine. Enkidu shakes off his hands and he's looking for a towel and he's like, oh, and he has to just wipe it on his breastplate.
Oh, very absorbent.
And Juna sort of like turns off the stove and sort of makes sure that the food is not going to set fire.
In which case, it is the hand's turn. Again, they're all going to try and latch onto you, Orin. So if you could make 3 more strength checks, please.
Absolutely.
Athletics or acrobatics.
So we've got a non-natural 20, a 16, and a 7.
Ooh, so again, only one of them latches on. Ooh, and we're all quite high as well, but Yeah, so like two of them down on the floor start again grabbing at your ankles and things, and the one that you had in your hand starts like trying to turn around, and as you've sort of got that more in your face, like that one you bat away quite easily. You take a step back to avoid another one, but then the third one does just leap and grab you by the ankle. It is Ferricine's turn, and she is like, don't, just keep him at bay, but don't hurt him, okay? Give me a second.
Right.
She like darts off into the workshop. Gwendolyn, you sort of watch as she just starts like rummaging through drawers, trying to find stuff, and there's like slowly piecing things together. But she's like, just keep him a bit. Don't damage him, all right? Gwendolyn, it's your turn.
This is a moment where I really wish I hadn't used all my key points on that battle and that I still had Stunning Strike. But as I don't have any key points for Stunning Strike, Gwendolyn looks around to see if she can see any crates or any cage or anything like that. Do I do perception check?
Make a quick perception or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Perception. That is 17.
17, yeah. There's one that's got a few sort of like broken bits of metal and like bits of piping, but you reckon like you turn like nothing in that looks dangerous.
Great.
So you're quite happy to like grab that,
Like
empty it and like use it.
Brilliant. That's what I want to do, and try and like just like put it over at least one or two of them to try and like confine them.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you prefer to go for the one on the side going for Orin's hand, or the second one going for his ankle?
The one going for his hand because he needs his hands.
In which case, make a straight attack roll as you normally would.
So-
But rather than doing damage, we'll do like this sort of dex save kind of a motion.
So I still add what I would add to an unarmed strike.
Yeah,
Okay.
your dex and your proficiency in that.
Nice. Okay, that is a 22 to put a box on the hand.
I rolled a 2. So that definitely happens. Yeah, like you like slam this box down over the top of it, and it already starts scrabbling and trying to like scratch at the inside of the metal. Everyone back in the kitchen. Are you just making your way slowly round, or are you in a rush?
Swiftly, right? But not like. I think it's like going straight there, not dawdling. But we don't really know what's going on, so we don't want to like run in being like, "What's going on?" We want to be like, "What's going on?"
Enkidu's probably rubbing his shoulders because he's still very sore from that last fight.
I was going to say nobody has rested since.
No. If I get hit, I'll probably go to sleep. So,
Is Enkidu looking a bit
I
dodge?
have 8 hit points.
In that case, I mean, we haven't rolled initiative, but can I cast Cure Wounds on him, like rubbing his shoulders as we're walking around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pep him up for the fight.
Cool.
Didn't we have some
I will
temporary
kill
hit
you.
points from Ben?
Oh gosh, yeah,
We all
Yeah.
had like 12 temporary hit points.
Yes, everyone should still have 12 temporary hit points, assuming you've not lost them for any reason, which I don't think anyone has. So I think
They're arms, guys. They're not going to kill us.
You can still feel
But
David, don't give me that look, David.
All I know is you guys have very low hit points, so they could well kill you.
you've got 9 more, Enkidu,
fantastic.
in the run round.
Nice. Myra does start to get up to follow, but then because nobody's really explained what's happening, she's just sort of like, she gets to the door and just watches you all walk away. She does look quite sleepy. But Orin, it's your turn. You've got one on your leg, one going for the other ankle, and Gwendolyn's just run over and slammed a box down on the third.
okay. So I think I'm gonna try and. Are there any things that I can grab around near me as well to box one, seeing what Gwen's done?
It's incredibly messy. If you want to make a quick perception or investigation check to find a selection of things, you're more than welcome.
I would love to. I'll make investigation if I may. That's a 25 to find a box.
Yep. So hilariously, as Gwendolyn's like slammed one down, she's like knocked another one slightly over. That you're like, that'll do, nice.
Perfect. Grab that. I'm going to go for the one that's not gripping on at the moment, because I'm assuming the one that's gripping on is going to be hard to get in a box. So I'm just going to try and slam down a box on top of the other one, if I may.
Cool. Yeah, make an attack roll.
Unarmed strike, I'm assuming, basically.
Yeah, basically, you don't have proficiency with it.
I rolled a natural 20.
That's good. I've only got a 12, so yeah, you very easily get this box down onto this other one. Yeah. You've still got one grabbed to you.
And then can I bonus action instruct Aggie to go and try and pull the other one off?
Yep. Wait.
Try and grab it with her beak and yank.
And give it a yank. Absolutely. Yeah, she scuttles over.
Okay. Natural 18 plus her dex is 2, so I'm guessing that's an 8, non-natural 20.
I actually got a 21 for it.
Oh no!
So yeah, she comes over, grabs it with her beak, but like this one has just got enough of a grip on your leg that it's not quite releasing. It is Ruana's turn.
Ruana is going to do the same again to try and show Juna what is happening. I don't think she's got much else in her arsenal, so that's what she's going to do.
Cool. Just like keep sending that like almost like alarm.
Should I make another charisma check to see if anything comes through, or
no, it's alright. I feel like because like the first one was established, like she's like come quickly, essentially is like the idea that she's sending over. Cool, in which case it is the hand's turn. Orin and Gwendolyn, when you've put the boxes down, have you stayed holding them there, or have you like put the box down and let go?
I'm holding down because I don't know how. You said it was fighting back.
Yeah.
If I've seen Gwen doing that, I'll probably do the same.
Wonderful. In which case, can you both make strength checks
Yeah.
to keep them there?
Ooh, I think I'm letting mine go. 7.
That's an 11.
An 11. You actually managed to keep yours there, Gwendolyn. Rolling really bad tonight. But
good?
Orin, yeah, the one that you've like slammed this box down, as you sort of turn to direct Aggie to run over and help, it's sort of like slipped a couple of fingers under and it's just like arched its hand up to like try and scurry under the box. So that one is free. Can't make any other attacks. And the one on your leg, you can feel it start to warm up slightly, and it's going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Touche, hand. Touche.
Using your own spell again.
You've got to hand it to them, haven't you, really?
So that is a 17 to hit.
That will hit easily.
Only 6 points of lightning damage. As this sort of this burst of electrical energy not only goes spiraling up your leg, but it's the leg with the brace on as well. So it, like that whole thing suddenly like singes slightly, and it just sort of keeps a grip on you.
They've got some other tricks up their sleeve.
It's Ferricine's turn. She's like, I'm almost. Just hold on, I'm almost there. All right, just one moment. She carries on like rushing around in her workshop, grabbing things. Like you can see that she's trying to build something really quickly, but it's a little bit complicated. And she's like got half a cylinder. Like she's like turning screwdrivers, suddenly being like, getting it all ready for you. But Gwendolyn, it's your turn.
Can I see if there's anything heavy that I can use to weight down this box?
Yeah. Make a quick perception check or investigation check.
That's an 11.
11. The heaviest thing that you can see is the box that they've all leapt out of. That looks quite a sturdy thing, and that's like within arm's reach.
Okay, yeah, I grab that and I try to put that on top of the box to try and weigh it down a bit more.
Amazing, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you put that down and like sort of are using both to keep this one hand in place. Are you doing anything else?
Like, because I've not been using my action to attack, I don't think I could use an extra attack, can I? No. So I'm just going to use a free action to shout, Jonah, Enkidu, Gaius!
Cool.
I can hear Gwen.
Yeah, as the three of you are sort of like, you've made it into the courtyard.
Give us a hand!
Hey.
Love it. I love where this is going, this fight.
You the three of you make your way and you get to the door of the workshop. As you open it and look inside, like there are tables and shelves, and like it's Enkidu, it's worse than the kitchen, except it's all incredibly dangerous looking stuff. You're pretty sure Orin has used these kinds of things to hurt people, and it's just sort of lying around. But like between all of the shelves, you can just see at the back of the room Orin and Gwendolyn sort of dealing with something. And Ferricine is like rushing between these shelves, like seemingly building something. As you've just gotten into the shed, do you want to do anything?
I have a question. Are the arms humanoid?
No, they're technically constructs.
We have been attacked by elementals. We buried our horse today. I'm battered, I'm knackered, and there are flying hands attacking my bloody friends. I've had enough. That's it, I'm done. And do I roll initiative to get into the order?
Yeah, if the three of you are like sort of going to jump into action, all three of you roll initiative.
5.
16.
12.
Orin, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's
Got
one
on
in
your leg, one that's free, and is like sort of about to scrabble for you a bit. Again, Gwendolyn's essentially sat on one on the workspace in front of you.
Got like a box on top of a box. Just like,
Gwendolyn like pushing down on top of that.
and there's one gripping on. I'm going to try and deal with the one gripping on, I think. And I'm just going to try and pull it off me if I can.
Absolutely, yeah. Make a strength check.
A natural 4 for a 6.
Ooh, I got a natural 4 for a 5.
Oh, I thought my terrible roll was going to get nowhere near.
In which case, yeah, you do manage to pull it, yank it off of your ankle.
Okay, yank it off my ankle. So, sort of holding that one in my hand, I'm just going to shout over at Aggie, like, deal with the other one. And then if she can attempt to... The other one's now out of the box?
Yeah, it's sort of like scurried under the box.
Can she attempt to, I don't know, sit on it or something and just get it to stop?
To try and like keep it in place? Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Make a like a grapple check here, an attack. A strength check versus a strength check.
Okay, this is going to end badly for her. 10.
19.
Yeah.
So yeah, she like leaps over, lands on it, but like this thing again just moves out of the way. Turns its attention slightly on her.
Okay. And I'm just going to, if I can, just shout over at the others, like, grab him, don't damage him.
Amazing. Ruana, what's she doing? And she's sort of seen you come into the room, so I suppose she's sort of relaxed in that way a little bit.
I think she's going to fly to a shelf and try and knock a couple more boxes off so they're sort of ready for people to use.
Amazing. Have her make a perception check quickly.
Yeah. 13.
13. Nice.
It's alright, there is a really nice homebrew goose thing that I found that I should probably credit whoever made it, but I can't see.
Yeah, so with a 13, she jumps up, sees a couple of boxes. These are a little bit fuller, but she like starts like knocking 3 or 4 just off of the shelf. There is a really awkward moment where like something falls out of one of the boxes and just starts like, it activates and just starts whirring and on the floor right next to Orin, but it doesn't do anything beyond make a motor noise.
She turns to Ferrocene and goes, "Ma," but she's saying sorry, essentially.
It is then the hand's turn. So one of them is going to try and latch on to Aggie. So can she make a strength check, please?
9.
Oh, so it does. It grabs her with a 12. Sort of like grabs her by the little goosey teapot neck. Another one, the one that you've just pulled off of you, Orin, tries like grabbing at you again if you want to make a strength check as well.
Natural 4 for a 6.
Yeah, so like especially as you pulled it up and you're holding it, it sort of grabs you just by the collarbone, and like grips in. And the one is really going to try getting out from under that box, Gwendolyn. So if you could roll above a 4 with the strength.
Do I get advantage as well because I've got 2 boxes on it?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for having weighted the box down as well.
You've got to beat a 4.
Yeah. Okay, that's good because actually I rolled a 4 and a 5. But 5 plus my strength is a 6.
Nice. Yeah. So you do manage. Like for a moment, you're like, I think this isn't gonna work. But then you manage to keep it down. But it is Gaius' turn.
Okay, so which is... I'm going to look to the hand closest to me. At the moment, how many hands are still in action?
One is inert on the floor. One has grabbed Aggie by the neck, and the other one has Orin by the neck. And Gwendolyn is clearly holding the 4th one under a box. So 1 is dead, 2 grabbing people, 1 in a box.
Okay, Guy's going to turn to the one looking at Orin, and he will say, "I want you all stop what you're doing, so hands up!" And with that, he will bend the truth with his bending truth. And that hand will hopefully have disadvantage on his next attack.
Really?
Then he's going to turn towards the next hand, which is holding onto Aggie's throat, and suddenly saying, "We're gonna stop these hands. We're gonna stop these hands. We're gonna stop these hands." And bardically inspire Aggie.
Nice.
Aww.
I think that's her first bardic inspiration. She'll be delighted.
In which case it is then Ferrocene's turn, and afterwards Enkidu, you'll be up. Ferrocene comes running around the corner with this like jar of something. It looks like a little motor, like inside of it, arcane energy is sparking off. But she runs around the shelf, drops herself next to Aggie, and like sort of plants this thing on the floor in front of her, and like carries on dialing it. She's like, "I'm almost there. I'm almost. Give me a second." Nikita, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh. Right. This is hilarious. I cast Mage Hand.
Perfect spell for the occasion.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Fire with fire.
And try to grab the hand that is grabbing Orin's throat.
Nice. Make a to try and like help pull it off. Yeah. Make a strength check with the mage hand. I suppose that'd use your
Charisma?
like, charisma. Yeah, we'll say it uses your charisma.
That's a 21.
And guys, with Bend of the Truth, sorry, did you cast that on the hand or on?
The hand for disadvantage.
Is that on an attack or an ability check?
An unwilling target must make a wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, then it will have disadvantage or advantage based on my decision on its attack roll.
Attack rolls. Okay, cool. So it's not just a contested. In which case, it rolled a 13 altogether. So your mage hand does grab the end of it and like yank it off of Orin's neck.
Thank you.
And it's sort of like flailing about in the air. Hand-on-hand action. Gwendolyn, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I feel like the extra box I have on top of it is keeping it down, or it's still very much that I need to be keeping my strength on it?
It's still very much that you need to hold it down.
Right, so I'm going to keep on trying to hold it down, but are any of the hands within soft kicking distance?
Yeah, there's either the one that Orin zapped straight away. That's on the floor if you fancy giving that a kick.
But that's kind of out of
Aggie
action, isn't it?
Yeah, the one on Aggie's neck as well. I reckon you could land a blow. It's sort of just within.
Please mind my goose.
Just within reach.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to try and use my best precision to just kind of give it a bit of a kick, but I'm trying not to damage it. I'm just trying to get it off Aggie, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Make an attack roll.
That is a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. So I suppose. Do I still roll damage normally because I'm trying to do it softly? Soft damage.
Yeah, roll your damage, but then it's up to you whether or not you add any bonuses. I'll say, any dexterity or anything to it.
Right, I'm not going to add any dexterity because I've just rolled a 6 on a 6.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you do 6 damage, and it is just enough that it loosens its grip and falls to the floor next to Aggie, but it is still just about crawling about. With that landed kick, though, you can see a very small crack up the side.
Oh,
just a little one.
So good.
But it's not broken, seemingly, like the other one that Orin electrocuted. Juna, you're right at the back of the group.
Okay, I'm gonna see Gwen softly kick the hand that was on Aggie, and I'm gonna grab a box that Ruana knocked down and try and capture that one under a box. Please.
Amazing. Make an attack roll.
What do I add to it?
Add your dexterity to it, so we're trying to be precise.
9.
9. No, unfortunately, it rolled a 14, so it just sort of scurries out of the way, especially with Gwendolyn having just kicked it. It's sort of a little bit more aware of enemies all around, rather than just the people directly in front of them. Cool, in which case, back up to Orin. It's your turn.
Okay, so the mage hand one is sort of floating in the air near me at the moment, the one that's been mage hand?
Almost directly in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and deal with that one, I think, if I can. Is there anything nearby to try and catch it in, to try and take it out of the sky and get it into something while it's being mage hand held?
There's no nets per se, but there's some bits of fabric and boxes and things.
A bit of fabric. Let's try and wrap it up in a bit of fabric if I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I used to do that to catch my budgie.
Yeah, I'm gonna budgie catch it.
Yeah,
budgie catch.
Gently.
A budgie smuggle.
Oh my God.
Well, better than a box, surely, with a budgie. You don't want to
Yeah, you don't want to hit a budgie over the
yeah. So you see the blue blanket that had covered the box of hands to begin with. You grab hold of that quickly, and yeah, make a dexterity attack roll.
Oh, natural 20 plus 2, 22.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you definitely do. You sort of loop it round and like scoop it up afterwards. So you've got Enkidu's mage hand and this prosthetic forearm, both wrapped up in a blanket.
I'm kind of aware that I've seen Enkidu make it disappear before, so I reckon Enkidu can probably zap it out of existence when he needs to. So cool, I'll hold on to that. And then I'll say, Aggie, deal with the other one. And I'll send Aggie after the other one to try and jump on it, restrain it.
Cool, yeah, absolutely. Make a grapple check.
She rolled a natural 2, -3, so that's a -1. I could roll my bardic inspiration, but I feel like it's a waste.
No, I rolled a 19.
Cool.
So yeah, like Aggie leaps out and is like pecking away at it, trying to like get a hold, but this thing is like, for as panicked as a hand can be, it seems panicked.
Teapot's not very good at restraining a hand. That's what we're learning.
No. Is Ruana going to be doing anything? Is she going to knock off some more boxes? Like just stay up on the shelf?
She is going to try and knock the box that Juna tried to put over the hand onto the hand. Whether that's at some sort of disadvantage, that is what she's going to try and do.
No, yeah, essentially she's going to try and do this same thing of like putting a box on the hand. So yeah. Make another grapple check.
16?
16, that actually succeeds. As this one's sort of backing up away from Aggie, Ruana just comes around the back and like almost like pulls the box up, wait until it backs up and like lets the box fall back down on it.
And I think she just sort of like roosts on top of the box.
And she's wearing goggles.
Yeah.
And she's wearing goggles.
Cool, in which case all three of the active hands are going to try and get out of their confinements. So if Ruana, Orin and Gwendolyn could each make contested grapple checks.
Oh no, I'm doing mine at advantage, aren't I? Because it's double pockets. So.
16 for Orin.
16 for Gwendolyn.
3 for Ruana.
3 for Ruana.
Which makes sense, because she's just a goose, essentially, isn't she?
In which case, yeah, Orin and Gwendolyn, you're absolutely fine. You're secure. Like, the one in the blanket is, like, flapping about. Like, it looks almost like you've caught some wild creature. Gwendolyn, again, you're just, like, keeping it down as this, like, thing vibrating almost in the box under you. The one under Ruana almost punches its way out of the little wooden box and starts, like, clawing its way out. It is...
There's loose feathers, I imagine, as all of that happens.
Gaius, it's your turn.
He's going to look towards the what's the situation with the hand with Gwen at the moment?
So it's in a box with a box on top with Gwendolyn holding both of those things down.
Okay, so that seems fine. The situation going on with Ruana, was that resolved?
That one's just punched its way out of the box and she's presumably gone flying a bit in a flurry of feathers.
Okay, in that case then Gaius is going to just launch himself at this arm, and then just turning towards Mia's cousin, just be like, oh, "Can we kill these things? Can we what's the situation? We're trying to catch them all."
Just hold it for a second. Just one more second. All right, one more second.
Okay, and I will grab hold of it as hard as I can.
Make a quick grapple check.
5.
What?
Oh, I got a 9.
Oh.
I've been rolling really bad tonight, guys. But luckily, so yeah, you like launch out, and as you sort of like leap over to get it, just Ruana is like flaps up into your face, so you just miss it slightly. But then as you're sort of like battling a goose in the face, Ferricine's like, right, turns like a dial on this little machine she's just built, and then suddenly there's like a little burst of energy, arcane energy that just sort of ripples out from all of you. All of the hands suddenly stop and like go limp. Do any of you have any magical items that are currently active on you?
I've got a goose.
I've got the flute.
Magic, the tea caddy of holding?
I suppose Aggie is like a good example. Less of like charmed things. Like essentially the magic inside of Aggie is suddenly dispelled. And she just like, and she like powers down and just sort of sits there.
Can Ruana go and nestle by her, be there with her?
And this little machine that Ferricine's got in front of her, just like every few seconds, just like lets out another little pulse of this energy. Right, okay. I think that's calmed them down, all right?
Has that happened before?
No.
Oh.
What'd you do to it? Scottish. No. Myra. What did you do to it?
Well, I was just trying to open it up. Like, it looked like there was something in the palm. Is my goose all right? What have you done to my goose?
Well, I should be fine when she moves out of the field. It's just an
right.
anti-magic field, that, you know.
Oh, neat. Okay. I was just trying to...
Can Ruana take Aggie towards the door
Yeah, absolutely.
whilst all this is going on?
Teapot
Dragging.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
like-
goose subplot going on.
As it sort of edges toward these geese edge toward the door. As soon as Aggie's about
In
sort
goggles.
of 15 feet away from this little pulsing thing, she powers up again, like a little metallic arms, a little metallic wings just start flapping. Like she shakes her head. It's very confused.
Okay, stay over there, Aggie. Don't come any nearer. I was just trying to open up the palm, and it suddenly activated, and then the other three suddenly turned on as well.
Which one specifically?
This one, pointing at whichever one it was.
Gosh.
One under the box that Gwendolyn's holding.
Was that one under the box?
Yeah, Gwendolyn very gingerly lifts the boxes off, and it's not moving. I'm assuming.
No, it's just lying on the side.
Picks it up.
Has it still got a little tool in there or something? Or
Yeah, like what it tried grabbing off of
Yeah.
you. It's sort of dropped it almost where it is.
We'll claim whatever it's.
As Gwendolyn's passing it over to Oren, she's also kind of making it wave a little bit. Ooh.
Okay, that's
Joking.
weird.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
What's Enkidu doing?
Enkidu is he's looking around him strangely enough, and then he's going to hold out his palm and try to cast prestidigitation to make a little light in his hand.
Nothing happens in the space.
His eyes widen open, and he narrows his eyes. Then he narrows them back at the box, and he's just pondering a bit.
Right. Okay. I think while we've got them still, stick them back in the box. Put the lid back on. Ferrocene moves over, picks up the one you zapped, Orin. Just I've no idea if this is going to work now. If you've broken it and they find out and they think that I did this.
Sorry.
And you, I saw you kicking that one. Now it's got a crack down it.
Well, I was just trying to, I did it as gently as I could. I tell you, I could have done it a lot harder, but I didn't, and I kept this one really safe. We're very tired.
Can I have a look at that one with a crack?
Yeah, go on. And she picks that one up, hands it over to you.
Oren pulls out his sticky tape of mending and attempts to fix it. I assume it doesn't do anything because we're in an anti-magic
as
field.
you just standing in the anti-magic field, you don't. You put the tape on, realize what you're doing, go to take the tape off. Make a quick perception check.
That is a 9.
In which case you don't notice anything.
As I don't notice anything with that, can I just pull my goggles of medical detection down as well? I assume they are also now not working.
They're not working in the field, no.
David, what's the device that she used to turn off all the magic?
It's it looks like a little engine, and she seemingly used parts of the same cylinder that the elementals have been kept in that you've seen, but it's got loads of extra wires and a little motor running around one side, but it's just sat in the middle on the floor, just letting out this little pulse.
How big is it?
I was going to ask that.
Did she pull it out of her pocket or something?
Oh no, she built it over the last few rounds.
That's why she weren't doing nothing during the fight.
What?
I mean, she was doing something, weren't she?
Artificers, man. Artificers.
Right, okay, yeah, pack them away. It's probably best that you stop looking at them, quite frankly.
Something weird happened just when it suddenly turned on. So I was looking at it through my goggles before, and it was 3 different schools of magic. It was abjuration, enchantment, and evocation, I think. And then when it powered on, I suddenly spotted conjuration. Magic suddenly started going through all 4 of them.
Does that mean that somebody is controlling them remotely?
I don't know.
Well, conjuration's normally for conjuring things.
Yeah, making stuff appear.
Teleportation and moving things one place to another, making boxes out of stuff. I don't know. But
Conjuration. Could it be used to bind things over a long distance?
I don't know.
Maybe there's a body somewhere.
A body?
Like a distant body controlling them.
Maybe not so distant. Akidu's going to just jog outside and have a whip round with his, super dark vision.
Make a perception check.
Super dark vision.
Super dark vision. Can see everything in the dark.
That is a 17.
No, actually, beyond Myra stood sort of at the kitchen door of the cottage. You can't see anybody else. And you do a full little lap of the courtyard around the shed.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, do a complete check of this whole little homestead. And there's nobody else around. Myra's a little bit like, Enkidu, is everything okay? You all seemed very worried when you left.
Everything is under control. We've sorted it.
Did Orin break something? Is that the problem?
No, he did not break something. Orin resolved the situation, actually. And with that lie, I will run back into the workshop. Yeah, coast is clear. There's nobody around.
Are they going to be safe now? Do we need to turn them off in some way? Or otherwise, when you shut that thing down, are they just going to come back to life?
Well, what I'm hoping is that if I put them in a box and I put the lid back on that box, that they can't get out of the box at least. So even if they do activate, then we'll have some protection from them. And fingers crossed, they do stop wiggling about before I have to send them back. And I can fix what you broke. No, it's fine. You were doing me a favour, but I mean, I don't even know what just happened.
No, neither do I. Which is worrying.
How long does this anti-magic effect last?
Oh, from Power Cell on that, probably about an hour or so.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Did you invent that yourself?
Well, I mean, it's a design that adapted a design. Normally, it's not quite as rough as that.
Wow.
Normally, much a bigger field as well. That's only, 20 feet or so?
Could it be made portable? Is that possible?
Well, yeah, that one's portable, but once that energy cell's gone, that'll need recharging or whatever. I mean, your mate here with the goggles, he's probably capable of doing something like that at some point. If you know the designs, of course, you know.
Oh, I'd be interested to look at them if you got a copy or anything.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I'd love to look.
Suppose.
Orin is dreaming of an extra thing for his dragon, that he could add a anti-magic field to his dragon.
I can just imagine like an army of golems, and then like the dragon just like waddles through into the middle.
Wall shut off. Goes and stands next to a member of the consortium. Is just like, no. You are now just a normal human.
That is exactly what I'm thinking right now.
You'll just go up to him with a bunch of baseball bats.
Yeah, Orin's little brains in his head are spinning around at the possibilities of this.
Yeah, that we all have one that you just flick out.
June is a bit uneasy, actually, about the anti-magic thing.
Can we see that, like, visibly?
Probably, yeah, because she's all about the magic. I think the idea that it's just so easy for someone to make a machine and just switch that off is a bit like...
I don't know about all you guys, but I am just, one arm short of being absolutely beaten up here and tired, and I just can't cope anymore. I need to go to bed, guys. So,
that is hands down the best offer I've had all day.
I mean, hand to heart, I can't take another fight. I swear.
Oh my goodness.
I tell you what, Guy, give me a hand at getting to bed, will ya?
Actually, though, might be a bad idea to go to sleep on an empty stomach, though.
That's true.
Might be even more tired in the morning. So,
oh yeah, I have pretty much finished dinner.
Goodness, did you turn the dinner off? Otherwise, it's going to be on fire.
I was very specific about remembering to turn it all off and make it safe.
So are you all making your way out of the shed?
Yeah, going to get some grub.
Yeah, once all of the hands have been sort of packed away in a box, the lid put on.
Is Ferrocene going to turn off the anti-magic thing, or is she going to let it just run for an hour?
I think she's just going to let it run. She seems quite happy just to, leave it going.
Okay.
She's fairly secure in herself that it's not going to explode, so she's like, just leave that there just in case. As you all step out into the courtyard, the group of you walking across, passing the golem, suddenly a face appears on it. A blue outline face of this statue. And it just looks at the group of you. Sort of very simple face, eyes, mouth outline. And it just says, untested Winthrop detected. Your first test will begin momentarily.
Grace here, keeping you updated with all things No Small Roles related. In honour of the release of Candlekeep Mysteries, your composing DM, Le Bebe David, has once again teamed up with a crew of stellar composers to bring you an album inspired by some of the new adventures, a collection of 9 brand new tunes that will paint new worlds in your imagination.
Where do I get my hands on such atmospheric music?
I hear you cry. Simply head over to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/No Small Rolls, where you can download the whole album for free. Yes, you heard me correctly. Free. Even if you're not a patron, it is available to all of you lovely listeners. Lovely, lovely listeners. Over 30 episodes in, and we still haven't thought of a delightful nickname for you all. Maybe you could be our mini rolls. That's kind of cute, isn't it? Or our bread rolls. Now I'm hungry. Or our big rolls. Or maybe you've got a better idea. Let us know what you want to be called as a No Small Rolls fan via social media. We are at No Small Rolls on Twitter and Instagram. You can find us on Facebook by searching No Small Rolls, and our Discord link is in the show notes. If you've made it to episode 31, there is a fair chance you quite like us. And if that is the case, we'd love it if you could drop us a little review on iTunes, just so we know you really like us. Just like Helly MC has done. We are so glad to be a bright spot in your week. And talking of bright, the man behind our dazzling Dwayne Fabulosa, Jeremy Cobb of Three Black Halflings, is coming back to our virtual recording studio for No Small Questions this month. Patrons will have the opportunity to ask questions live in the Zoom, and of course, Superfan Sam will be asking some of your questions from social media. So to have your questions considered, be sure to get them to us before Friday the 16th of April at 8 p.m. BST. We are super excited to shout out 2 more new Patreons this week. So big love and big rolls to our very own superfan Hannah and Nikki Diss of Open Bar Theatre Company. We all love Open Bar Theatre Company. We've all worked for Open Bar, so do go and check them out at We Are Open Bar on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you both, Hannah and Nikki, for your love and support. We know you've been here from the beginning, so we hope you enjoy getting more No Small Rolls goodness in your lives. I think that's all from me for now. Let's get you back to the story.
Your first test will begin momentarily. Please approach and prepare.
Of all the times!
Oh my god!
Of all the times!
Oh, we really should have slept.
Is that Orin walking past, or is it Ferrocene walking past it?
Ferrocene, I see.
No, it's Mira, guys.
Myra.
Isn't it?
Myra.
Myra stood at the back of the kitchen,
She's not
and
catching
Ferrocene is actually right at the back of the group, stood in the shed.
It's Orin!
It's Orin!
No, guys. We need to link up these things first.
No, I want it to be Orin.
Not all artifices are related, Grace. Don't go down that road.
Fine, I'll wait and listen to reason.
I can't breathe. Wait. The implications are making me dizzy.
Do you all approach?
Yeah?
Yes.
I shove Orin to the front.
Why are you shouting into the front? What's going on?
I put an arm in front of Orin with another hand on the scimitar. Okay, what is this?
As you all move forwards, the face seems to almost even though it's still been there, it almost seems to activate again. And it says, a north to south rotation will disclose designs. The password is inside. Construct from what is mine.
Can you say that one more time, please, David?
A north to south rotation will disclose designs. The password is inside. Construct from what is mine.
Do we have any indication who it's saying that to?
Ferrocene, you might want to come and hear this.
Comes out to that. What? Whoa, okay. What'd you do to it?
We just walked past it, and it said undetected Winthrop detected. No, untested Winthrop detected.
It's probably you.
But I mean, I am untested, yeah, but it's not my birthday for a while, and I'm supposed to be 18 before that starts. What? Okay. 1 moment, let me get myself ready. It's just sort of
Just to be clear, did we all walk past this statue before?
Yeah. Well, I assume Orin went into the workshop first with
we kind
Ferrocene.
of behind it, did we? I don't know.
Well, we must have passed the statue to get in the workshop, right?
As each of you had gone into the shed, you've all moved past this statue. Nothing had happened. And then on the way out, with all 5 of you moving together, it seems to have activated.
And did it look like it activated when the 5 of us crossed its path?
Yeah.
Ferrocene, it's not meant to activate until your birthday, you say?
That's what I was told.
I really want to ask in-game when everybody's birthday is, but I feel like we don't know the calendar, guys.
Exactly.
Not a
Don't know the calendar. And everyone in our group is over 18, so...
And
it
some people in the group might not know their birthdays.
Exactly.
No, I know. Orin doesn't know his birthday. David, can I ask you, do all the characters know their birthdays?
Yeah, everybody would know, apart from Orin.
I don't actually know my actual birthday.
Oh no, that's true.
Interesting.
Gwendolyn doesn't either.
Mine's made up, but I definitely know.
Doesn't Key do?
Yeah, he's
been gifted a birthday.
He's been gifted a birthday, yeah.
So I suppose out of everyone, only Juna and Gaius have a very definite date of when they were born. Everyone else, they're like, we've maybe got days that we celebrate. Yeah.
We celebrate Gwendolyn for a whole month.
Yeah. But everyone's over, yeah.
We celebrate Orin for never.
Which way is the statue facing at the moment?
Make a survival check.
Oh boy.
You can't see it. You have to make a survival check.
Well, to tell which way is, I suppose, to then give an idea of which way the columns.
I rolled
facing.
a natural 1.
Oh my God.
You've got no. You look up for stars, and it's a cloudy night.
Can I have a look? Because I can see in all darkness.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, anyone that wants to, with Gaius having asked that, anyone that wants to make a survival check and try and figure that out.
There's Belinda's belt, so that's the only one I got.
That's a 7.
13 for Orin.
Unnatural 20.
Yes, Juna.
Juna knows her stars.
Juna's just been standing there with like a bit of a heart expression while everyone else has been talking, just thinking.
Everyone, is like trying to suss out what way's north, like trying to find any stars amongst the clouds, and Juna's like, it's facing north. It's facing north.
Well, yeah, it's obviously facing north. That's north there.
Okay, it's looking north. The south rotation will disclose designs.
Can we just rotate it?
Turn it round?
I mean, we do, but we still are not sure who this task is for, or if we want to do it.
Are Myra and Ferrocene nearby? Are they pretty near?
Myra's, again, she sort of stood back, and Ferrocene has stood at both of them are stood at the doors of the 2 buildings. So they're not too close.
Okay,
they're a little bit of a distance, but they're both watching.
I just sort of quietly whispered to Juna, but it might tell us where the forest workshop is.
Mm-hmm.
Take us exactly where we need to go.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? What else we gotta lose?
Yeah.
That's true. This is the 5 of us doing this together, yes? I feel like the Wingthrops are very like, you're a Wingthrop, you're not. You're doing this, you're not. I'm happy to do it, but I'm a bit wary.
What, you mean that you think it's going to be like another dragon on the tower situation?
I feel like maybe at the other end of this test is all of us, or one of us, not being able to leave the Wingthrops.
Well, I don't think, like you say, that's a situation for down the road. For now, we just gotta see what this statue's got inside Juna, maybe.
And it's preparing the test right now. If it says momentarily, it's starting.
Oh, guys, turning it round anyway.
Ow. No, Stitch. Sorry, someone's gonna help.
Make a strength check, Gaius.
I'll disadvantage because I did it wrong and I gave myself a stick.
Self-imposed disadvantage.
That's gonna be a 12.
12, that's enough. Or at least it's enough to as you sort of push and you're tensing in all the wrong places. But then
from the back.
After a brief moment, there is a click almost in the base, and this thing does start turning just slowly enough as you push into it.
All right, let's do it together.
Okay, all 5 together.
In which case, Gaius, if you could try and push it with advantage again.
18,
yeah. With sort of Gaius taking the lead, everyone pushing his shoulders and pulling the golem round on the other side. It does slowly turn, and actually with all of you pushing it, it feels a little bit easier. As it turns, the Wingthrop symbol in its chest, as it sort of reaches a southern sort of facing, the Wingthrop symbol in its chest just slowly sort of slides open to reveal a little chamber.
The password is inside.
And in that chamber is a cylindrical container. You can see the end of it. It's sort of clearly been slotted into the golem's chest.
Who wants to take it out?
I will.
Yeah, you remove it quite easily. Nothing stops you from doing that. What you find is, it's a cylindrical container with 6 rotatable rings running along it, each marked with the entire alphabet.
Oh, it's a thingamajiggy.
Codex kind of thing?
It's
Cryptex, that's it.
That's it, a cryptex. Yeah, they're sick. They're cool, man.
And there's there's a little arrow marking where a password should be.
Oh, I know.
It's inside, right?
Inside, yeah. INSIDE.
You really need a nap, don't you
It's
worry.
been a long day. Inside. Oren carefully takes it from Juna, half expecting it to shock him or something. But
She sort of pats him on the shoulder and gives him some guidance, which she hasn't given in a while. So you got a D4.
I will turn the dials. First one, INSIDE.
And again, as soon as you sort of click the last letter into place, the end of the cylinder sort of slides out.
Oh my gosh.
Slides right the way out. And you have a quick look inside, and there is a scroll. Do you look at the scroll?
No, I burn it immediately. Yes, please. Can I read the scroll, please?
Absolutely. Can you make an Arcana check?
Yeah. Oh, with guidance.
Yeah.
And artisan's intuition. So that's 2 D4s added on.
Whoa.
Okay. Stand by. That would be a 30.
Oh my
The
God.
secrets of the universe open
That
up.
might be the highest roll I have ever
That's
witnessed.
the highest roll I've. Yeah.
I am gonna
I've
hang on,
seen.
so we can all enjoy this. Let me take a picture.
Wow.
Yeah, take a picture of that bad
Going on
boy.
social.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes,
I
lad.
think you understand what you're looking at. Something about, yeah. So you unscroll it, and the first thing that hits you is that this is clearly a design. This is a design of something to build. But as you're sort of looking over all of the arcane things, it's quite funny, actually. It's a compass that points you to one place. If it hadn't been for the fact that you've met Deacon, and Deacon had a very similar thing, that
No.
you're like, oh, this is
way.
fascinating. But the design calls for this compass to be made using materials from the desired location. And with that 30, I'll sort of give you the answer to this last part of the riddle, in that the golem has come from where it is that you want to go. As you're sort of looking over this design, you're like, oh, right, if we use parts of the golem to build this compass,
I thought so.
it will point to the golem's creation.
So we need to take apart the golem and use it to make this compass.
Which parts can it be deconstructed easily?
Let's have a look. I look at the golem.
The design doesn't necessarily call for any specific parts of the golem, just says sort of made using materials from the desired location. So looking over the golem, it looks like a solid brass object. There are parts that you could try and take off, but it looks like one thing.
Okay, well this looks pretty solid. Ferrocene, have you got ways of melting something down here?
Yeah, I've got a smelting thing out back.
Perfect. Okay.
A smelter.
Yeah.
Smelting oven? I don't know, I just smelt with it.
The smeltometer. Yeah, you got a smeltometer?
Yeah,
Okay,
I've got one of
yeah.
them, smeltometers.
Look, well we can smelt down a bit of the golem. We can use that, and okay, looking at the plans, presumably there's bits that are metal that could be made of brass in the compass, and
Yeah, definitely.
there's lots of other things that we need, I'm guessing.
There's like a list of sort of different materials that Ferrocene comes over and is like looking over your shoulder at it, and sort of she points out like bits that she's got.
That's a good idea, putting a list down of what you need. I should start adding that to my designs. I usually just assume people are going to figure it out, but that's much clearer like that.
Yeah, she points out, and I got some of those things to power incantations and that. So, I mean, I'm kind of not sure whether or not to be helping you, because if I'm not supposed to be doing this test, then...
So you sure this isn't meant to be for you? We haven't just jumped the gun on this completely. I don't know if I know what a gun is. We haven't just completely jumped the sword.
No, it shouldn't be for me. No,
because it's not your birthday.
not yet. I'm still technically a child.
What did they say when they dropped this thing off? Or it arrived?
I said it activate and like let me know on my birthday, and that's why I've been like training and apprenticing all over the place. So, but the thing is that like I heard it. It said that an untested Wingthrop were detected. If it had noticed that there was another adult around that weren't tested, it had offered a test, surely.
And there's nobody else here or checked.
But how do we know, Veracine, who that is or what? Because as far as we know, none of us are a Wingthrop.
None of you are like betrothed, are you, to a Wingthrop or anything like that? Because obviously, like, if you're marrying into the family, you get tested as well. Like, you can't just... You got to be smart enough to join us.
Look over at Gwen.
Guy looks over at Gwen.
Gwen is looking confused because she's basically betrothed to two people, kind of.
Yeah. One of whom is a dragon.
Yeah, so she's just kind of like got her mouth open, looking gormless and confused right now.
Juna is hard staring at Gwen because it's Colin, isn't it, who you were supposed to marry?
Yeah.
What would be Gwendolyn's mother? Like, what was her name?
Can I, David, make a check? I don't know what check it would be to see if I've heard any mention of a Wingthrop at the Roses, specifically with regard to this guy, Colin.
Yeah, make a history check.
5. Don't worry about it.
Wingthrops had been mentioned in the Rose household, but again, more as like business rivals than necessarily anything else. And you've got no memory of any of them being mentioned in connection with Colin DeBarge.
Guys, I'm loving the mysteriousness of our party, but sometimes it's really putting us at a disadvantage. Can we stop being so mysterious?
Excuse me, Mr. Secret.
Yeah, I know, we know nothing
right?
about him, other than he wears a mask.
Guy, is there anything you want to tell us?
Yeah, no.
I'm a Wingthrop. I'm a 7th generation. No, I'm not from here. My family aren't from here.
Ferrisine, so all the Wingthrops are from around this area, aren't they?
Well, yeah, most of us, yeah.
All around the Lake Ward sort of area.
Yeah, I mean, some people travel further off, and there's the people that don't take tests, some people that fail the tests, you know.
Are there any Wingthrops in Carth? Or anybody related to Wingthrops in Carth?
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
I
I know off the top of my head.
I just remember back when I was with my family of artisan bakers, you see, they would deliver all sorts of wonderful breads and cakes, especially well known for their cakes. And they would deliver to families. I remember they delivered to like the Roses in Pryden and the DeBarges in Carth, lots of different royal families and stuff like that. It's interesting to know. I don't believe we've ever delivered to the Wingthrops, but that would be interesting.
Well, I don't know. Like, the thing about the Wingthrop family is that we, whilst we're quite tight-knit, like, we do grab from loads of other places. Like, lots of people are marrying in, so we're quite wide, as it were. Like, I got 3 or 4 like cousins removed, you know. I don't even know everyone's name.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That sounds like quite the family tree.
Well, a little bit. Can you imagine? Like, I've never seen it written down myself, but...
Us bakers, or I say the Flour family, FLOUR, we don't spread quite so far. Much more denture based, yes.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice to know your roots like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So for all I know, this chap here, Oren, you could be a Wingthrop.
How would he know?
I don't know. Carry on with the tests, I suppose.
Would only a Wingthrop be able to do them?
Well, again, no, because sometimes, like I say, spouses marry in, and they have to take tests too. So one of you's like the golem thinks needs to be tested. I assume it's you, because you got, skills.
The most sense out of all of us.
We just don't know enough information, guys.
Right.
And I guess, like, if we went down the road of, like, completing this task, then we'd find out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
It might lead us to, working out what we need to work out.
Ferrisine, can I ask you something really quickly?
Yeah.
Do you have like a family like mark on your person, like a tattoo or of any sort?
No. Like, no birthmarks or anything like that.
No?
I don't really go for tattoos. I mean, I got loads of little burn scars and things from mistakes that I made, but, that's pretty standard for us.
I understand. Just idle curiosity.
Yeah.
Daryl, that was an excellent question to ask, by the way.
Yeah, it's been burning me for ages. Like, how does the bloody statue know that a Wingthrop is nearby? Like,
Doesn't Oren have that mark?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and exactly.
Yeah.
But do we know that?
Yeah. You know about Oren's mark. I mean, it's openly on display. Like, most of the time, like it's down one of his forearms, basically. And we talked about it the other night when we sat around the campfire and talked about Juna's mark.
We all walked past this statue separately and nothing happened. And then we walked past it all together and something happened. And I don't think any of us have had a birthday whilst we were getting attacked by a box of arms.
Unless we had to do something with the arms. Ferrocene, you thought like the arms might be a test of some kind?
Well, I did wonder whether or not I was supposed to be like figuring something out with them. Basically, when I took that one box, like Quanta weren't particularly shy about leaving it in front of me, and I thought, oh, maybe. Like, I wanted to know how they worked anyway, and we'd been talking about it, and then she just sort of left the room, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm supposed to be taking it. Is this a test? So I took them. But maybe not.
Maybe you just stole from your family.
Yeah, that's why we're really careful about not wanting to damage them, because I do want to take them back just in case.
Well, I mean, when you take them back, maybe just do it subtle like so no one knows that you nicked them for a while.
Shall we... So, the real question is, do we continue with the trial or not? I mean, we need to do what we need to do.
I think if we
I think we've committed to doing it, but Ferrocene, as long as you're sure this is not meant for you, let's just do it, I guess. Yeah. Orin, you seem confident that you understand most of it, and we can all sort of chip in.
Yeah. I mean, these designs seem pretty clear, to be honest. Like, they're well laid out, actually.
Perhaps we could do with a bit of food and a bit of a rest to have the brain power to finish it.
Yes,
Is there
please.
a time limit? It didn't say anything about time limit, did it?
No, I assume the test has already started.
Application will disclose designs.
Yeah, I assume so.
I think we
They'll
take.
be building that thing.
I think we take the opportunity to have a rest while we can.
Looking at the designs, do I have an idea about how long they might take to construct?
Probably a good sort of 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we come at
quite an
this
in-depth-
fresh in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's quite late now, isn't it, David?
Yeah. I'd say probably, well, I'd say quite late. Probably like 9, 10 in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a day. It's been quite the day.
Yeah.
We could all do with the rest.
I'm a little tempted to stay up till
Well, I've
2.
only got the one bed, but, you know, you're welcome to sleep any way you can.
Oh.
I've got some spare blankets
Yeah,
and stuff.
we can just keep down in the barn or something.
I mean, maybe not in my shed, because, like,
Okay.
you know, dangerous in the hands
No,
and
fair
that.
enough.
But, like, you know, anywhere in the house. I've got a big old living room.
Yeah, okay. No, in the house. Then.
We got bed rolls probably and stuff.
Yeah.
When we're
Fancy carpets.
No, we sold them.
We're giving those away.
Oh, we sold those, yeah. We sold those.
We
Yep.
traded them for her silence.
Okay, we'll go into the house and enjoy a nice, quiet evening
Yeah.
of rest.
We got some dinner on.
Juna's made ratatouille.
Ooh.
With actual rats.
Yeah. She's found on the floor and beaten. And minor illusioned them to taste like chicken.
Oh my God.
She hasn't really. It's normal ratatouille. Don't worry, Enkidu. It's fine.
Just one little word.
This is why I learnt
Yeah.
prestidigitation.
So, yeah, you all sort of move away back into the house, sit down and eat food. As you sort of are, like, shown the rest of the cottage, it is a fairly small place, but the lounge living room is wide enough for all of you to sleep on the floor. Myra is quite happy to kip up with Ferrocene, but you all bed down for rest. Is anyone doing anything? Anyone want to keep watch that night?
I would like to do my security spell. Go around and make sure that is around us at least.
I'm going to sweep the area where we're going to be sleeping, just giving it a good, nice sweep, and just like making sure it's tidy.
With a broom, not like a security sweep.
Yeah, with a broom.
In my head at first I was like, Enkidu's outside checking the perimeters. No, he's sweeping with a broom.
Sweeping with a broom.
I love this so much.
I'll help
Thank
you
you,
out.
Accepted.
Gwendolyn just keeps on putting like a little bit of dust in the wrong place. But like trying to do it stealthy so that Enkidu doesn't know that she's doing it, but she's totally doing it.
Every time he notices there's a new bit of dust, like a vein appears on his neck. Like, where does this keep coming from? This place is filthy.
Are we gonna keep watch?
Do you know what? After today, I mean, I know I should be able to sleep, but right now I am wired, so I will happily take a watch. First watch. Yes. I'm awake.
I mean, sure, if we think we need to keep watch, we've got the geese.
Goose Squad.
Goose Squad.
Goose Squad.
I don't know about Rowana. Aggie doesn't really need to kip. Well, okay, tell you what, I'll stay up for a couple of hours with you, Gwen, because actually I want to do a bit of work on something anyway, quickly.
Yeah, come and wake us up in a bit. I don't mind taking a watch.
I'd like to go last. I'm
Mm-hmm.
exhausted. Sorry.
Oh, you really should sleep. You
Yeah, you
look like you need
Don't
it.
look great.
Yeah, I got blown up. I'm knackered.
We all got blown up, mate.
Yeah, but the one from Juna hurt the most. Got blasted in the back midair.
Oh, yeah. You got friendly fire.
That really hurt.
So yeah, three of you kip down. Gwendolyn and Orin, as you sort of set yourself up for first watch, are you chatting about anything? Are you sort of leaving each other to your own business?
I think, Orin, I don't know, I just feel like I should do like a just quick check around the building just to keep an eye on things. I think I just want to go for a gentle run around. What did you say?
A sweep.
A sweep round the building.
A sweep, yes. I just, I've set up my security here, but I just feel like I could just do with a kind of a little run around the building, but I'll be quiet so not to wake anybody up.
Okay, I'll leave you to do that. I want to actually just fiddle with these for a few minutes.
Gwendolyn gives Orin like a high five.
Do you want a goose?
Sure, yeah. A goose would be
Go
fun.
on, Aggie.
All right. Gwendolyn goes for a run because she is so full of her head is buzzing and there's so much going on in it right now, but she can't process it, so she needs to run.
Yeah. Do you want to do a quick perception check whilst you're out
Yes,
there?
please. That's a 12.
It's 12. Yeah, it's a dark night, but actually you're far enough away from town that you don't see anybody, you don't hear anybody. Even like little animal noises, they're fairly quiet out here. Not in like a scary way, but in just like a peaceful way.
Yeah, she kind of she just jogs around a few laps, just takes it in and just tries to kind of center herself a little bit. Can she see the lake from where they are? Are we up on a hill? Can we see it in the distance, or is it kind of just?
It's sort of, probably not from where you are.
Fair.
Having sort of moved through sort of the countryside a little bit.
In that case, I think she's just gonna, she's gonna go up to the golem and she's gonna take a seat, kind of a couple of feet away from it, and she's just kind of gonna just muse on it, meditate on it, looking at it, and kind of just try and center herself and find some stillness. And she's got Gubbins in her lap because she feels like she should talk to Gubbins, but she hasn't got the words right now.
And a goose following you around.
And a goose.
That's a teapot.
Yeah.
Nice. Orin, what are you
I would
on?
like to spend an hour, if I can, thinking about what tools he might need to construct the compass. He looks at his alchemy tools and thinks they're probably not going to be completely useful at the moment. So he's going to spend an hour fiddling with them, using his right tool for the job to transform them into smith's tools, in case those are going to be more useful for him tomorrow.
Yep, from the design, again, with that 30 you rolled earlier, you get the impression that this is like a multiple stage job. You'll definitely need smith's tools. You'll probably also need tinker's tools, and for some of the intricate sigil markings, some calligrapher supplies.
That just so happens to be the three things that Orin has. So
There you go then.
he looks at the design, and then he'll spend the rest of the watch, if he can, studying the design to make sure he really gets his head around all the details of it, and maybe scribbling some notes in a book and so on as he looks at it.
The few hours that the two of you are awake go past without any surprises. The only interesting thing, Gwendolyn, whilst you're out looking at the golem, is that you realise that the face has sort of depowered and is back to being faceless again.
Kind of once she's taken her time, she goes back into Orin and she explains, it's gone. The face isn't there anymore. It's strange, and and I just feel like I couldn't go to sleep. And then she lie down and she totally falls asleep.
When she says the face is gone, just before Orin's going to wake up, Guy or Juna or both, or one of them, can Orin just sneak out into the courtyard and just walk in front of the golem? He walks in front of the golem. Anything happen?
Nope.
He goes back inside and wakes up Guy.
Guy, yo, hello.
I'm going to bed now. Do you want to have a watch?
Yeah, sure, no
Do you want a
problem.
goose?
Sure.
Shoo Aggie over
To
to him.
goose or not to goose? I always goose.
Are you waking anyone else up, Gaius?
No, Guy's gonna stay up by himself. He will. Where are the Wingthrups sleeping? The two cousins.
Upstairs in a bedroom.
Guy's gonna go out to the workshop and see if there's anything valuable.
Ooh, make an investigation check.
Yes. Sticky fingers.
What was it? I was looking for investigation.
Mhm.
22.
Whoa.
Whoa.
As you're sort of moving through, Firstly, you find a box of wands. You think, oh, hello.
Check.
Yes!
Quite a few of them don't have their ends. They're, like, as you've seen with Gwendolyn's, that, like, the end comes out to put a battery. Quite a few of them are open and empty. There are, like, 3 or 4 in this sort of pile that seem to have the ends stuck on. And as you continue to look around, you notice, like, a box of scrap metal, quite shiny. And as you're sort of, like, just pootling through it, you realize that, like, 3 or 4 of these, like, plates or metal sheets are gold. And there's also a couple that are silver as well. You'd think it'd probably be quite difficult just to walk into a shop and use these, but, like, you know, they're fairly, like, A4 size sheets of gold and silver.
Okay, so, guy's gonna take the gold, and he'll probably, take at least a few wands as well.
Yeah.
Did you say that all of them don't have bits at the end? They both basically don't have the battery?
Not all of them, no. There's 3 or 4 that do, though.
Okay, he's going to take 3 of those then.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Interestingly, unlike the ones at the Vondells, all of these are sort of uniform and quite plain in their design. There doesn't seem to be anything that hints at what they could possibly do. But yeah, you've got 3 wands.
Tight. And with that, I'm going to go back to the group and put the 3 wands into the tea caddy.
Oh my gosh.
I believe there is space.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Do I need to roll a sleight of hand or something like that? Or like, where is the tea caddy?
Like everyone's asleep. They're used to you moving around and stuff.
How many wands is that? I'm just keeping a list
3.
of what is in the caddy.
3 wands.
3.
I can't wait to see who discovers they're in there.
Yeah.
If you don't know that they're in there, you don't get them out, do you?
Oh, it's true. Actually, yeah.
Unless you're thinking about them.
It's not like you open a box and you see it.
There'll be a day when like someone tries to put something in it and they just won't let it. Like, why is it full?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm sure that I can have 3 more things in here.
Sweet. So how many gold sheets have I got then?
We'll say 3 sheets of gold.
Nice. Okay. And with that, I will spend the rest of my.
Are the gold sheets going in the caddy, or are you keeping them
I'll
about
hold
your
on to the
person?
gold sheets.
Cool.
Actually, no, I won't. I am going to go and like. Okay, I'm going to go out of the compound. I'm going to go to like a local part of the woods and just like put them by a tree somewhere that I will spot them, cover them with dirt, and then come back to the house.
Oh my god.
And then like spend the rest of my time doing watch, and then I will wake up Juna.
Oh my god.
What can I just ask, David? What has Aggie been doing during all of that?
Yes.
Oh, same question,
Following
Ruana.
Yeah, the geese, whilst Gaius has been moving around, like, the 2 geese have just been waddling behind him. Very curious and watching. Waddling back, unless you've tried to avoid, like, keep them out of view or anything, Gaius?
I think Gaius has not clocked this until literally right at the end, and then just about when he's about to reach over to Juna, he sees like the goose and Rowana looking at us. It's like, okay, guys, we are 3 conspirators, and if I go down, I'm taking you 2 with me.
Yes.
And I'll just shove Juna awake.
Can I roll to see if Ruana grasses or not? Because I don't want to make that decision. Because
Yeah, go on then.
Should I just roll a d20?
Evens,
Yeah.
Yeah. Evens, she decides to hint at you as to what's happened. Odds, she's on Gaius' side.
Odds, she's on Gaius' side.
Do you want me to roll for Aggie too?
Yeah, go for it.
Aggie
Yeah.
can't
Aggie sentient?
communicate.
What the fudge? She's
Hang
a
on,
goose. She's a mechanical goose.
Hang on, is Aggie sentient?
Yeah.
Can she
Oh.
talk? Can
No.
she communicate?
She can't.
to
She
you
can't
guys?
communicate
talk.
or talk.
Okay.
So she can't tell me anything. But it's just
Okay.
whether she knows.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What was it?
Odds
Odds is
with
she's
her.
on Gaius' side.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, for God's sake, yes.
Oh.
Excellent. Anyway, I'd wake up Juna. It's your turn now.
Oh, thank you, Guy. Thank you. Anything happen? Anything I should know?
Nope. I'll go to sleep.
Juna is going to, while she's keeping watch, she is going to sit sort of just outside, out of the way. She's going to sit down, have a 7 breath meditation, and she's going to cast Sending to Ginger. and ask, what do you know and should I know about these wingthrups?
Just in those words.
How many words do I have?
25.
What do you know and what should I know about the wingthrups? We're a bit confused and need your help. That's exactly 25 words.
Nice.
Sort of you reach out to her essence in the ether, and her voice comes back to you. She says, "Sorry, my dear. Don't know anything about no wingthrups. They're friends of yours." That's all she says.
Okay. I've got one more spell slot before my next long rest.
We're in the middle of a long rest, so that will probably be back fairly soon.
No, I'm not going back to bed, am I?
Yeah, you can wake up and
You're still
You
part
can
of,
wake
the
up
long
and
rest.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. No. Feels like part of Destiny Path. No, feels like part of Destiny's Child. No, Destiny's Path. And at a loss. Is really nice to be able to reach you.
Oh, it's lovely to hear your voice too. I can look into it if you like and let you know if I find anything.
Juna says nothing back because she can't. That's it.
She's out of minutes.
I think Ginger would understand.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other thing she's going to do is just reach into the tea caddy of holding and just have a tiny check and a look at the batteries while she's on her own.
Good shout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you take a moment, pull each one out individually. Both seem absolutely fine. The energy inside of each one, the sort of smokiness in one, the sort of molten lava in the other. Both seem to be sort of bubbling and swirling away as they were beforehand, so they don't seem to be too affected actually by being kept in this caddy.
I think as well, she's going to try and just put one of the batteries, just in case it goes tits up, in front of the golem to see if that does anything.
What?
So you go out into the courtyard, put the elemental thing, battery down in front of it, and nothing happens.
She's very relieved, puts it back in the tea caddy of holding, and goes in to wake up Enkidu. I mean, this is over the period of the watch. This is happening.
Sort of time,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, not you've had like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've done the things I need to do.
Done. Enkidu, I've been up for hours.
Yeah, no, absolutely. In which case, yeah, Enkidu, are you doing anything?
Yeah. He'll stretch up a bit. Move his limbs around. He'd do like a simple sword movement, empty-handed. Bring his feet together, put his hands to the side, open the flower, thrust out his hands, like his left hand is level with his forehead, his right hand is parallel to his stomach going out, and just breathe. And we still don't have a name for it. Have a charisma check.
Yeah. Make a charisma check.
That's a 5 in total. Okay.
So, as you're sort of reaching inside to commune, I suppose, with your...
He's looking inside himself.
An inside check as opposed to an insight check.
Yes.
Inside check. I like it.
As you, unfortunately, the energy that does come forwards is Alcibiades, the bad guy. He seems to be barreling forwards in an attempt to burst out of you, realizing this connection is being made, but luckily it wasn't a natural one. So you're like just that little bit more prepared for him. What?
Just checking in. You've been pretty quiet lately.
Well, you've not been talking to us, so whatever.
Oh, are you upset about that? Did you want me to, ask how your day was, get you a cup of tea?
Yeah, it actually wouldn't be so bad. What's wrong with that, eh?
All right then, fine. How was your day?
Fucking awful.
Yeah?
I mean, are you trying to kill yourself? Is that seriously what you're doing?
Look, I'm just following the path that's in front of me. What would you have done different?
Probably wouldn't have gotten on a boat with an explosive. It's just stupid, come on.
I had no idea those... Wait, are these familiar to you?
Well, no, but we are listening.
Yeah, but...
Some of us are a little bit more intelligent than you are, mate.
Right. All I knew is that they were batteries. I didn't know they were explosives.
Yeah, but that little girl had said that the other one had gone off. Why would you get on a space with what? How many of those were there? I mean, do you care about any of these other people inside of you?
Of course I do.
Nah, I don't think you do.
Look,
not from the looks of it. You're putting yourself in danger, and quite frankly, if you can't control yourself, I should be the one in charge.
That's not how it works. The others inside are protecting me as well. It's a symbiotic relationship. You're the only one I can't account for.
He doesn't say anything in response. You can feel him still there, but he's stopped talking.
You know what? That's fine. Just I'll have one question for you. Just one, and then we can go. We can just not talk to each other for a few more days.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah. You ever been treated by a wingthrip in your campaigns?
No.
This is weird. Can I insight check someone inside myself?
An inside insight, yes, you can.
An insight check.
That is an 11.
11. I mean, he is quite abrasive with you anyway, so the fact that he's just sort of shutting you down, you can't quite tell whether or not that is him just like not telling the truth or him like just wanting to end the conversation.
Sure.
As far as you know, actually, even though he's been aggressive, he's always been honest in his opinions and things. So, yeah, you're not entirely sure where in the line this falls.
Okay. Right. You know what? Despite all the things you've done to me, I'll say this. You have yourself a good night. And then I somehow close the connection.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you put the phone up on him. You put the phone down on him. Nice.
Shaking. Settles down, takes up the 7 breath that Juna has shown him. Continues his watch.
Rowana stays quite near to Enkidu, who she has a soft spot for.
So the night goes by with no issue at all. Myra is up quite early. She actually doesn't come in to bother any of you. She sets herself up in the kitchen, Enkidu, you notice. And is tinkering on something. She's like trying to make something that you don't really understand, Enkidu, if you want to go have a look. But she like almost is like in the zone and isn't even like aware of you moving about either. But eventually you all wake up. What are you doing with your days?
To work on this compass, yes?
Yeah. Let's crack on.
Yeah, I want to ask Oren something real quick. Yeah, I say, look, this might not be the time right now, but it might be helpful for the party in the future to maybe, if I could have a peek at your notes every time you're not using them, and I don't know, maybe pick up a little bit of something that you do. I mean, I don't mean to emulate what you can do, but it might be good to, follow your constructs in some sort, maybe pick up a skill or two, I don't know. Something that might be helpful to everyone.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know if they're in good order. A bit of a mess, to be honest. Probably, maybe I should neat them up a bit. But yeah, if you want.
Yeah, of course. Just, anything that helps us keep us safer. The more we all know, the more we can, protect ourselves from the unknown.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I think.
And Kidu chuckles at what he just said. Yeah. I literally just thought it's something that came to mind last night. We're always walking into danger, and we're not always best equipped for everything. So maybe it's time I stretch myself out a bit more and learn something new.
Yeah.
I tell you what, why don't you go and get started? I'll make us some breakfast. I'll make some for Myra and Ferricine as a thank you for having us, and then I'll come and join you in a bit.
Okay. Deal. I'll head out excitedly to the shed.
Juna's making waffles for breakfast.
Oh my god.
I don't know why I'm so happy about that. I'm not even there.
You kind of are twice. You're Ferricine and Myra, so you get double helping.
Double waffles.
Yeah.
As Juna sets to cooking, Orin and whoever wants to join him heads out into the shed to begin work, and that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
A much nicer note than the end of last time, which was super stressful.
Oh my gosh.
Ending it thinking about waffles.
Can smell the waffles.
you have been listening to David Knight as your Dungeon Master, Ben Galpin as Orin, Chris Watts as Gaius, Daryl Bailey as Enkidu, Grace Kelly Miller as Gwendolyn, and Vicky Gaskin as Juna. Original music by David Knight. Please tell your friends, subscribe, and follow us on all the social media.